So go on a huge spiel about, oh, also I'm demisexual. Those can be two separate conversations, and that's okay. So just because I told you guys that I haven't told him that I'm demisexual, which is true, doesn't mean that I haven't, like, I just, why people assume just because one thing, that means absolutely I have not done the other. Like, it just, maybe say you're demisexual from the jump. I mean, it's one of those things that, I mean, it completely depends on my comfort level with a person. Like, I don't know that it would be the exact equivalent, but like, let's say you're bisexual and you are in a relationship and you start to get physical with your partner. Let's just say let's say you identify as a female, your partner identifies as female, but you are bisexual, you are a bisexual female, but you and your partner start to get physical, but you say, I'm sorry, like, I'm not ready to have sex yet, like, I'm just not there yet with you. Why do you also have to say, oh, and by the way, not only am I not ready to have sex with you, but also I am bisexual. I also enjoy sexual relationships with men. Like, they don't have to, it doesn't have to be mutually exclusive. Excuse me, tripping on my words. Like, it's one of those things that I don't, I know that a lot of people don't know about demisexuality. I know that a lot of people don't understand it, don't accept it, whatever else. So, like, I would rather just say I'm not ready than go into this big spiel about, let me explain to you what demisexuality is, and let me go on this long rant about it, and blah. You know, like, it just, I mean, listen, you all can, I don't think that you should have to disclose to someone right off the gate if you are not ready to. Like, especially if that's not even on your mind, like, who cares? Like, I'm your partner. Like, if I mean, like I said, maybe it's not the same thing, and maybe I am ignorant on that. Because I do know that that is very tricky waters for people that are bisexual. So, you know what? I'm going to retract that. I am ignorant on that. I will try and learn more about that, but that was me coming up with a very bad comparison. Thanks, Spazzy3942, sending positive vibes. Would I be mad if someone wanted and expected? I would be mad if anyone expected anything sexually from anyone, first off. But would I be mad if someone wanted and expected a one-night stand but didn't put it in their profile? I wouldn't be mad if they wanted it. Hey, I'm flattered. Thanks, you find me physically attractive. Like, I appreciate it. I would be mad if they expected it. Yes. So. I really wish I knew how to block people on here. Do people know? Do people know how to block people? I don't know how to block people. Thanks, Mary. I don't know you, but you're amazing too. Ah, screen capture and then do it later. That's horrible that you have to wait. No, when I click on the person, it gives me the option to like... It says I can either pin their comment, reply to them, go live with them, I can report their comment, or I can hide live videos from them. I don't have the option to actually block them. Thanks. You guys think my skin looks beautiful? I mean, it's partially just camera and lighting, I'm sure. I've got some zits. I got a zit. But thanks. I think overall it's not bad. Anywho. I mean, that's really all. I was going to go off on like a bunch of these comments on this video because I was just pissed off. But I actually think that Hillary's comment kind of like summed up everything else. Let's see. Yeah. Kathy says that I'm selfish. Oh, this was the thing. By insinuating that I'm... because I don't have sex with someone that I'm not comfortable having sex with, that means that I'm not willing to be a girlfriend. You want to talk about perpetuating gross stereotypes? Newsflash. Anyone you're dating, as I've said, however they identify, whether they're your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, they don't owe you jack shit. You still need to get consent from them. Just because you are labeled boyfriend, girlfriend, 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 boyfriend, boyfriend, whatever, just because you have that label with someone doesn't mean that sex is a given. You do know that, right? Kathy? I hope you know that. I'm not going to assume, because as I said, I'm pissed off that a lot of people are assuming things about me. So I don't want to assume that's what you meant, but that is how your comment is coming off to me. And so if this is what you meant when you said, you seem to like the concept of a boyfriend, but you are not willing to be a girlfriend in return, which before that, the sentence was assigning blame to him for wanting a sexual relationship. So basically saying that because I am not willing at this point to give a sexual relationship to somebody, that means I'm not a good girlfriend. Yes, baby Hannah says, that comment makes me want to puke. No, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Kaliter 112 says maybe husband and wife, yeah, but not boyfriend, girlfriend. No! Even if you're husband, wife, married, any kind of relation, husband, wife, etc. You don't owe your partner. You still need consent. That is why rape can happen even when you're married to somebody or even if you are dating somebody. Just because they are your husband or wife does not mean that they cannot rape you. If you do not give consent, you don't give consent. Putting a ring on someone's finger and being married in the eye of the state does not give them consent to have sex with you. It just doesn't. It doesn't. You didn't mean it that way? Okay. I'm glad. I'm really glad. What's holding me back from developing the emotional bond? That's the thing. Like, I just don't know him enough, guy. I just am not there with him. Like, I need to get to know him more. I need to see him more than, I think we've gotten together like 3 times. I just need more time. I don't even know the guy's last name. I'm not saying that's like a prerequisite for me to have sex with somebody, but like if I don't even know your last name, like I probably don't know a lot about you, which means I probably don't have an emotional connection to you. Or at least not that deep of an emotional connection. Sorry, I had popcorn earlier and I've got like a kernel stuck to the inside of my lip. Sorry, that's probably disgusting. Like it's just the whole pandemic. And like I said, like this is partially my fault. Maybe I just should never talk about dating because I do have to omit these kinds of things because I can't say these kinds of words on YouTube. Like I can absolutely see that. I can take ownership with that. I absolutely can. It's just with this pandemic and, you know, not being able to see people in person, and also the fact that he does not, or has not anyways, in a very long time, asked me to hang out with him. I asked him recently, and he turned me down. Granted, I'm hoping that it was, you know, he was telling me the truth that he wasn't feeling well that day. It very well could be. But the fact of the matter is, he hadn't asked me in the couple of weeks before that. He hasn't asked me in the couple of weeks after that. And so that leads me to believe that he's not into me, / because I turned him down sexually the last time we were together, it leads me to believe that that was what he wanted most from me. Like, I'm just not there with him. And if he doesn't care to get to know me more, like, that's fine. Like, he's entitled to that. It's a weird time to be dating right now. It is really weird. Even without this pandemic and stuff. And also the fact that aside from this past week or whatever, when it's actually been like hot here in Minnesota. I mean, hot. It's been like in the 60s. But, you know, prior to that, it's been snowstorms and ice and slush and like not exactly safe. Like, he and I don't live next door to each other. You know, he's like, he's not like far away from me. But he's still like a 20-minute drive from me. So, like, it's a drive, and if the roads are bad, the roads are bad. Like, there's so many things that have made it so that we haven't seen each other, but then it's complicated, it's whatever, and I don't know. It's like, I don't know. What is this little box that has a 4 on it? It says questions. Listen, I have no idea where these little comments came from, but for some reason, these 5 comments, I'm able to apparently put them on the screen. So you guys can see them. That's cool. Little Marie Kitty says, will you do more live? When? I don't know. This was very spur of the moment, this live here on Instagram. That was 40 minutes ago. I apologize. And this was 30 minutes ago. But you also asked, why is this bothering me so much? Probably because I get this a lot. And it's built up. And I guess I don't like it when people make such horrible assumptions about me and then like perpetuate those assumptions as knowledge. That's what bothers me so much. And then you went on to say, my sex life is no one's business. I mean, that's very true. But the fact of the matter is I have opened up to you guys about this stuff. So I'm totally okay with not. How are you guys doing this? How are you guys doing this with these comments? I mean, this is cool. I just feel bad. Like, I don't want to show preferential treatment or whatever to people. I mean, whatever. I guess we can just consider this at random anyways. Says, any mukbangs coming soon, my queen? First off, my queen? Oh, you flatter me.